Right then, part 3. Completely unplanned, isn't it? Right. This is the other side of where we've just been. You can see the roundabout that they have now with the bridge. I'm going to come back over here. I've just got something to show on this side. So, imagine flyover came over the top, turned, it came down to the roundabout underneath. Must have been 2 roundabouts then, wasn't there? Unless it was one of those big roundabouts. I'm not getting started on the new way one yet. There's too much before we get over that end. Right, the soft verge post. You can see this on the other end. I don't know if I'm going to walk on the way up. So I might have to do. I have to do that bit actually on the other end. Yeah, this whole area is probably a video in itself, but that's the old slip road coming down on this side. That road there that you go off towards Fairburn. No, well, it stays rather level there, doesn't it? Is that the old slip road coming down? I need to go back to look at a map. Hey, if anybody knows, by all means post something, but yeah, that to me looks about right. The banking then will tell you a lot as well. You see where that path is now is probably where the slip road came around. Like the banking here as well, you can see where it's come out. Yeah, it must have been the roundabout was bigger, wasn't it? Yeah, I'll go back up that other side then. Well, they have the roundabout and everything then. I wonder where that footpath went to. Because, well, there's a bit of pavement on that side, but you can't walk up the dual carriageway. I know. I had to go there last time. You can't get up. It's all about old maps. While I'm on it, since I've remarked on clouds being thrown about and keys that were lost, if anybody's got 1960s road maps that they're trying to get rid of, let me know, because I'm trying to go back and comparing how the roads have changed in the area to try and, well, I think I know already where this road went, but you know, to see how things have changed. Junctions, layouts, things like that. And what I've done so far has been quite interesting. Right, I'm back on here. See if we can see anything. So I don't know exactly where this old road went. Well, this path might be a sign of something. we might start making paths out that maybe aren't even there. Or it's worse when you're in the moors and, you know, you think you see a path, or you've lost your path and you're trying to find one and start following this path, and then it just suddenly fades into nothing, or you think you're seeing where it's going. Turns out there is some sort of sheep path. It just abruptly ends and think, well, where do we go now? Banking. It's dug out, isn't it? Maybe. Don't know, couple to do on the bed. The road. I'm sure they're just covered over trees. And I think this is the area it was on about. Right, I did come down here, I'd say. There's a lot of leaves and vegetation, but there's still a lot of leaves, just the difference is half of them aren't on the trees. The other half are. I'm going to be asleep by the time I finish this. Nah, I'm tired already. I haven't got going. Early in the morning, full English breakfast, the coffee. I should be wide awake. Well, maybe it's not a full English, is it? I didn't have a hash brown, but I did have a patty instead.
Total distance 2 miles. Total time 47 minutes and 14 seconds. Split pace 25 minutes 23 seconds per mile.
Or is it? Did you report something like that? That sounds like fly tipping, isn't it? I don't think I could get down this far last time. To me, this is almost the old road. There used to be houses on this bit, on this old bit of road. If you look at the old maps, I don't know how far I'm going to go down here. As I say, I've still got other things to talk about on the other side. We could come all the way down to the garden centre, I guess. I don't know if we can get in the garden centre from this side. Yeah, there's a load of cones and stuff blocking, but I think this is the old road that came down the back. Those houses. So, you know, we've had a look, but that might be tagging. Old bit of tarmac. Another old bit of tarmac. There's a fascinating old road not far from here that I maybe should do exactly the same as this and walk down, because, you know, there's history to that road, and it doesn't go as far as it used to, but you can track it, see where it used to go, because it was changed with the motorway, And then it changed when, well, I don't know when, if it was when it was put in. I don't think there was ever a crossing over it, but it changed when the railway going to Cass from York went through. Of course, it's the one that splits at, well, it's before Burton Salmon, isn't it? You know, if you know the area, you know the one I'm on about. It continues on the other side and goes quite well. Oh, how did I miss that when it was walking the other way? Those mushrooms. I'd take a photo, but I'm using my camera. Oh, sorry, using my phone. I've got my camera, guys. Really too lazy. Well, it's not laziness, is it? Battery's almost gone. Change it from video to camera to take a picture. Took a 2-second video of them instead. That's something I need to do. Get that. Oh no, I did. I used to have a mushroom app that would tell me all the mushrooms. It was fascinating, just, you know, looking at things when out and about. You know what's what. You do it with birds, don't you? So there's a bird of prey up there. What kind of bird's that then? Those little hobbies that nobody seems to take an interest in these days. It's good to have interests in hobbies. Like this. You know anybody that would go out, walk a road and talk about its history while it's doing it? I don't know anybody else like me. If you know somebody else like me, tell them get in touch. Might get on. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is an old path. I think this is quite a new one. But I'll walk up this a little way. Because we come out at the bottom where the Selby fork, well, the Leeds to Selby turnpike came out, and well, you can see that's been changed as well. But it's only, I mean, it's changed a bit more of a one way, isn't it? I'm sure it used to. It forked round like that. So that's why I called it Selby Fork, because it kind of forked off, didn't it? At this road, well, this is the old road, but we'll have to keep track of what's going on. This is the area where I found that rabbit. There was just a rabbit milling around. I don't know where it had come from. That's what prompted me to go to Lumby, I think. I did go to Lumby for that reason. I might have gone for another reason as well, but nobody's playing the rabbit. You don't have animals at the garden centre. This is the old road. You can see it's not taken care of these days with all the potholes in it. We'll have a little walk up there. We'll go all the way up. Start seeing Atkinson's, I guess. I think as well, there's a lot more stuff behind here. I think that's a different mast, isn't it, to the one I saw a bit further up. I think it is. Oh, looks like a bent lamppost in there. Again, rubbish everywhere. The amount of stuff that's on these videos. You know, some people could find the property, some people might get a sale to me. There might be a clear up. You know, what is that, a microwave? You know, they've got it as controlled zone and it's been constantly monitored. Okay, it's constantly monitored. Why is a ton of rubbish about? You know, some things just don't make sense to you. Oh, no, it's not the one I saw before. I'm saying that the last time I walked up here. There's a lot of potholes on this as well. Oh, I'm going to go back down in a second. I don't really need to walk all the way up the top to walk all the way back down. Off to the right, just up here, is that other road I was on about. But, I mean, phone battery taken into account. I'm better off carrying on walking. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera, but you can see Atkinson's up at the top. The red building. Just above the orange fence. You zoom in? I can zoom in on the screen. Ooh. Scared by sheep. I think I was the only one. Crow's upset now. And back down we go. When I went into Lumby Garden Centre and had a talk with them that time, he showed me old maps and old pictures of the garden centre before the new A1 was put in, because of course that disrupted them quite a bit. He has some sort of stone. I don't think it's one of the mile markers. It mentioned one of the mile markers had to be removed that was in the area. Where that went, I don't know. Did you say it was broken? I'm not sure, I can't remember now. But he has some sort of stone or marker thing that he needs to put out again. And I can't remember now whether they had to move the house or just the way the land was. I think the entrance moved, didn't it? That's why it is the way it is now. You'll see when we walk past it, because it's that close to the roundabout. I've just thought of another footpath actually, one on the end of here. There's a footpath and it's sort of behind the bushes. It probably goes back quite a way, that one, and it kind of takes you down towards the motorway. It's not on the motorway, it's behind the motorway. And it comes down there, and I can't remember offhand if it joins that road I've been on about. that one that eventually takes you all the way to Fryston virtually. I suppose if this is going to continue, well, it's already been suggested to get a camera with a little bit more battery life to it. Something that's a bit more suited to doing long videos. Hey, again, if you've got any suggestions, feel free to comment. Oh, no, I don't want to go up that bit. That's the way that gets you to that other footpath. There's no rabbit around now, though. I wonder what its fate was. Poor thing. It was very tame. I'll tell you that. I could get right close to it. You know, it wasn't a wild one. I put something up actually on the Neighbourhood Next Door app. And said things like, well, did you grab it? No, I didn't grab it. For one, grabbing a rabbit, you know, it might be tame, but it's still going to try and run off, isn't it? And two, what am I going to do with it? I mean, my car was parked at the top of the road there. I would go all the way up there with this scrabbling rabbit trying to get out of your hands. Maybe I should have informed RSPCA, but I don't know. Who knows how long it'll be now. There's Lumby Garden Centre. You can see how it's right on the roundabout now. It's quite a new house. I might have to check my notes on that. I've written quite a lot down every time I do something to do with this road. So, but find out. Oh yeah, you can't really see. I mean, I'll show you in a second as we move around. The house is just off. Well, you can see the house there, right? And then the garden centre is over there. So you can see the way it is. I mean, they have had to change things around when the motorway was put in. Well, not put in, moved. What we got there? Bertie appearing here. What's Bertie? Again, a lot of rubbish around. Maybe I should come down here with my black bag and a little picker. Tell the council about it and organise a group. Saying it's 12 years since I did something like that. First Bloodstock festival I went to. I volunteered for Coca-Cola, the only year they did it. And I got entry to the festival for free. But I had to work a couple of shifts And it was picking up plastic bottles and things all the time and putting them in these big, well, I say containers, they're not really containers. Big things with all the plastics in. The only problem is, all these empty lager cans and things in the height of summer sort of attracted all the bees and wasps. I think that's partially the reason why they never did it again. As it was about another 8 years before I volunteered, I paid for the rest of them. And then it was like doing a bit more overseeing of things, wasn't it? Watching a crossing, which was interesting. I had to press the button for the lights, which, I don't know, a bit boring really, most people didn't use it anyway. Standing around with the security on wheelchair stands on the main stage and things like that. Anyway, yeah, well that was the A1 we'd just been over. Looking south there, I saw this chimney, I couldn't work out what it was, but it's what remains of Ferry Bridge power station. It's enormously different, isn't it, now? The other side of the motorway, and then it sort of resumes back on its old. Sorry, just checking battery on the old layout. So that was 20% since I put it on. Well, started walking. So that's 71%. Down to 58. Or was it? It's 10 to 9 now. Time to set off. It's about 7:30. Was it? It's been that long? I don't know, might get a monk fryston on his battery. I still think it's going to die before I finish what I've intended. Hey, we'll see. Well, this particular piece of road we're on now, I've walked. Again, the litter. How'd you get so much litter on this bit? Really? It's baffling me, this. It's not like there's a way by, is it? It should be there anyway. A Ford car up can. Red Bull cans. Lager cans. McDonald's. Oh, yeah, there's even a registration plate. V444MDB. It's one of those phone stands for your car. But that, yeah, this is a new thing now. I mean, I've seen things develop around here, and for a while there was just a lay-by with like, that was terrible, wasn't it? Like a caravan parked in it. Didn't seem police up, and things had sort of been moved around, but now there's a load appearing around the back. What's this? Proposed development at land off A63 at Lumby. That must be this bit over the road where I've seen more of these caravans. We noticed that Mr. Mark Levers is applying to North Yorkshire County Council for planning permission for extraction and processing of magnesium limestone. The construction operation of a global level aggregate processing plant with restoration of space. Well,
total distance 3 miles. Total time 1 hour 9 minutes and 58 seconds.
Oh, it must be there, but I thought it was where the caravans appearing. I didn't think they were actually doing anything like quarrying. Notice the word it is extracting magnesium limestone. Extracting, not quarrying. Right? Oh, that's interesting. There's like a trench.